unpopular opinion is that the Louis Vuitton City Steamer bag is actually better than the Hermes Birkin. I'm so sorry. Don't hate me. I might get a lot of hate for this. First off, I'm going to start by saying I do not have a Birkin bag. I never thought about wanting a Birkin bag. It was just never something that I yearned for. This is the City Steamer by Louis Vuitton. I did not get this in lieu of the Birkin bag because I couldn't get it or whatever. I got this because I truly love this bag because I think it stands on its own. But I'm going to get into why I think this is in fact a better bag than the Hermes Birkin, if you're considering the Birkin. Just food for thought, something to think about if you've never considered it. So we all know that the Birkin bag has a long history of people waiting in very long lines and wanting this bag. The Hermes Birkin has a classic silhouette. It's a bag that everyone fawns over. It's got that optional flap that you can clasp with the sangles on the outside, but then you can tuck it away if it gets in the way as another option. Some people think about this bag as being quite boring and basic, but I know that a lot of people think it's very iconic. So you either will love it or you'll hate it. I fall into the it's not that special category, and especially for the price. Some people are in it for the investment aspect, and according to Time Magazine, Forbes, CNBC, other financial sources, handbags are a new asset class and a great investment apparently. So, and I think they mean it from an actual investment standpoint. I personally don't. Maybe I can understand that you can sell an Hermes bag for much more than you buy it for sometimes. So, especially if it's in good condition. There are a variety of color options and leathers, and it is handmade. Sometimes there's some veining in the leather, which doesn't appeal to some people, especially in the Togo leather, which happens to be a quite popular type of leather. And but there's a lot of different leather options and colors that the Birkin comes in. There's different size options. The most popular right now seems to be the 25 centimeter bag. There's also the 30, 35, and it goes even larger. So the problem with the 25 centimeter bag is that the drop handle is so short that you can only hand carry it. You cannot, some people, depending on the size of your hand, you can hardly slip your hands through the handles. So you can't really rest it on your wrist even. And that to me is crazy. That's crazy. That's just not functional for me, in my opinion. And it doesn't come with a crossbody strap, so it is purely just hand carry. And so to me, that makes it very impractical and not very versatile. And then as you get into some of the larger sizes, like the 30, 35, etc., they become quite heavy. And so that becomes very impractical for a lot of us as well. And again, there's no shoulder strap option. Obviously, the biggest con to getting a Birkin is that you have to be offered a Birkin. And that to me is just crazy talk. You can't just walk in there and be like, oh, even if you see it on display, oh, I'd like to buy this bag. And they say, oh, it's not for sale, or oh, you can't buy it, or oh, we don't have any. And so you can make a wish list and that sort of thing. And this plays this game, this Birkin game, that you either will engage in or you won't. And I personally won't, because it's just not worth it to me, and it's just not that serious. So let's go into why I think the City Steamer from Louis Vuitton is not just a great alternative, because I don't view it as an alternative. Like I said, I didn't buy this because I was trying to make it seem like it's a Birkin or anything. Not at all. So the City Steamer is a great standalone bag. It really is just a fantastic bag. It is so classic. It has this lock, which is functional. I think I have a key somewhere. I have no idea where. It comes with this luggage tag, has 4 feet on the bottom. It's a great, it's a great size. This one in particular, it comes with smooth leathers. I got the pebbled leather to make it a little bit more hardy. The drop handle is a great size. You can wear it by the hand, wear it in your crook of your arm. And the beauty on this one is that it comes with a strap. Yes. This is not adjustable, but this is plenty long for almost all heights, I would say. And I will show it to you. So there is a D-ring on the inside that you can clip it on, and that's how it attaches. This has gold hardware. Like I said, it comes with the lock. That lock locks this pocket here, which I never use, but if you did want to use it, it is functional. It is leather lined on the inside. It has a D-ring, this pocket here, slip pocket, and it's very spacious. It also has a clasp here that you can lock it and make it a little bit more secure. The other thing that I love about this is that it also has another zip pocket, which is plenty big. So that's where you can put your phone or a wallet or something like that if you want it to be even more secure. But this is the size PM, and it's such a great, fantastic, hardy bag. So this bag is very functional, very structured, very classic, and it's just super sophisticated. It will go with any outfit. It will elevate any outfit. It's got no logos on it, so it's pretty subdued. And the price is so much better. It's a fraction of the price of a Birkin. Now, I did get this in 2017 or so, and this was much cheaper back then. There have been price increases on steroids across all the fashion houses, especially I feel like since COVID hit or since the pandemic hit. So this is a lot more than what I bought it for back then. It's a lot more today, but this is still a much more affordable bag than the Birkin. But again, I'm not saying like this takes the place of a Birkin. If you want a Birkin, you should get a Birkin. But if you just want a really nice classic bag with a classic silhouette that will elevate and go with everything, that's pretty low key and very functional, this is such a great bag that you can wear till your grandma. And that's kind of how I think about things, is like, can I wear this when I'm 65? Yes, I will wear this when I'm 65. I will wear this when I'm 75. And this is just such a great hard wearing bag. You also don't have to play the game. If you want it, you can buy it. It really just comes down to, does this come in the color, size, or pattern that you want? They come in a variety of sizes. They have now a mini size. Like I said, that's the PM. It also comes in the MM. They come in different patterns, like floral patterns, colors, color blocks, things like that. So you just have to wait for the right combination to come along that speaks to you. And then you just get it. There's no wish list, begging, praying to the gods or whatever. And if you're someone who worries about exclusivity and, everyone has it, this is not a bag that everybody has. I know that LV's been pushing a lot of their leather-lined products more than their canvas. And so maybe, if that is something that you're worried about in terms of exclusivity, that is a natural barrier for entry if you want to buy it, because it's at a much higher price point. But that aside, it's just such a great bag. The other, if you want to talk about exclusivity, if that's something that really concerns you, is that, is someone dumb enough to buy an expensive bag, especially priced these days, as dumb as me to buy something like this, well, yeah, there's another barrier to entry is you've got to be dumb enough to buy a bag that is expensive like this. So really it just comes down to, do you love it? At the end of the day, if you've got your heart set on a certain bag, whether it be a Birkin or otherwise, you've got to get the bag that you've been eyeing and that you've been wanting and dreaming about, because what's going to happen is you'll settle for something else. It won't quite hit the mark or scratch the itch, and so you'll end up getting the other thing that you really wanted anyway, and now you've wasted money twice. So, and that's not what you want to do. So I think if you really want something, then you should get that, as long as you're responsible about buying it, of course. But the reason I'm making this video is because I do think that this is kind of the bag that no one talks about or thinks about, and it's such a good one. And if you've never considered it, then maybe that's something that you can think about. There's a lot of ways that you can buy it. Not a lot. Okay, there's the LV website that you can obviously go on, and the stock changes on that. But then there's a lot of options that you don't see on the LV website you can find on 24S. And they are an LVMH house, and so they do carry some of these varieties, and you can check those out online too. So that's another way you can purchase. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, then check out some of my other ones, and I'll see you next time. Bye!